Hello guys, welcome to another Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 video, and today we'll continue our career mode. Those who have watched my previous episode, they know the issue that happened with us. So if you've not yet watched my previous episode of career mode, make sure you go and check it out. You will get the context, what happened, the horrible issue that happened with us, which forced us to stop the episode before even flying our first flight. What to say, man, I was totally devastated. But anyway, I asked you for some suggestions, and I'm glad that you guys, couple of you gave me some suggestions. I tried those, and along with it I tried some other things as well. So I'm gonna talk about it in the video. Make sure you stick with the video till the end, and let's see if we are gonna get airborne today. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Alright guys, so we were about to take off in the last video, and we were just observing our aircraft, Cessna Skyhawk, and now I have observed it in the previous video, so now it's time to get in the aircraft. So let's jump in the aircraft and see, after starting, whether we observe those weird stuff or not. Okay, so we are in the aircraft, and we have instructor Suresh Sharma. Welcome aboard. When you settle in, let's go over the flight plan, and he's gonna do the same stuff again. He's gonna tell us to start the aircraft. So yeah, let's do it. RB plus down arrow, and our aircraft will get powered up. Let's push it. I was thinking if I was the in-cockpit instructions, like it would have been better, but they are giving us the instructions over the controller. That's not immersive at all. They should have shown where the start button is in the cockpit. That would have been wonderful. But anyway, so it's wind direction of 9 knots, and we are going to take off from runway 27. Oh no, finally, thankfully, I'm not seeing those weird lines. We're gonna talk about what we did when we are airborne. So let's take our first flight. He'll tell us to release the parking brakes and give a full throttle.
Alright, now comes the fun part. After releasing the brakes and applying full
speed
power,
up and take off once we reach 60 knots for Cessna Skyhawk. The takeoff speed is 60 knots. We'll be climbing at 75 knots, which is recommended climbing speed for Skyhawk. So we'll follow the instructions as much as we can. This is our first flight, career mode flight, and I've never flown Skyhawk in 2024. In 2020 I did. So if the sensitivity, the control mechanism is same as of 2020, then it should not be a big problem for us. But if there is a little bit change, then we may face some problems, so please forgive me for that. Let's release the parking brakes. I have released it. Now just power our aircraft to the full throttle. Here we go. I'm powering it up, but why I'm pressing A like I've pressed the A button as hard as I could have? I don't see anything. Is there any bug? Another bug? No man, I don't want to ruin my experience again. Already it's slow. Oh, thankfully we are gaining the RPM, so as the speed. Okay, I'll take care of the pedals, steering the aircraft on the runway during takeoff. So he will take care of the pedals, steer to the center line, though there is no center line, but he's saying so. Let's let's believe what he says. Once we reach 60 knots, I'll pull up the yoke. It's 60 knots. Let's pull up to 10.5, 15 degrees. Why am I going towards left? I'm not doing anything on the yoke. If you look at the yoke as well, there is no movement towards left, but my aircraft is still moving towards left. What is that? Are we gonna crash? I don't want that, man. What's happening? What's happening? We are climbing, we are following the perfect instructions, but why it's going towards left, I don't have any idea. So I steered it right, but that was weird, and we have drifted a lot from the given path. We're just gonna restart it. We'll give another try. So we have climbed it. Now our RPM is going above, so let me just decrease the power a little bit, and the speed is
We are
very high,
approaching our
so
first turn.
the power
As you'll
decreases
see,
must.
Cessna
We are going to follow the
172
upwind
requires
end,
very little- You can start
reach
turning
upwind
left.
end, and our altitude is 2500, climbing with 850. Oh, it's decent. It's decent. I am able to feel the heaviness of the aircraft. That's the difference from 2020. I'm able to feel that I'm controlling the aircraft
prepare for the
through
next turn.
my what do you say, controller. What's that button called in the controller with which we steer?
This
I
is a
don't know.
good climbing angle. Try
Anyway,
to visually remember.
okay, so he is telling us to remember it's a nice bank angle.
turn left again.
Remember it,
We're
and
almost
now
there.
let's turn left.
Remember,
Ah,
we
that
climb
those
3,400
basic
feet.
things of
It will keep us 500
time
feet
angle,
above the traffic pattern.
cruise angle, cruise attitude to be precise, and climb, cruise, and what's the third stage? Descend attitude. So I'm very bad at
The clouds are beautiful. aren't
remembering the
they?
exact words, so please forgive me for that again. We are gonna reach the waypoint. We are still climbing, maintaining 3100 feet above the sea level. Okay, so he'll tell us once we need to stabilize the aircraft cruise altitude. Once we reach it,
Excellent.
he'll tell us to stabilize. I think we
See
have
our
done
airport.
it.
Let's
Look
fly
around.
celebrate.
Oh man, that is gorgeous. That is beautiful. One thing I am impressed. This is the one thing I'm impressed with. Apart from it, everything is just messy. I hope they just improve it, because it needs a lot of improvements to just get to the standards. Airport. So there you go.
Excellent.
Our airport
I know
is.
you're
We're
busy
just
navigating
above the
and
airport right
controlling
now,
the plane, but don't
and
forget to
that's what
enjoy
our
the view.
target was, to be above the airport. I think once we reach our airport, once we are exactly above it, the flight will end, because I don't see any other instructions. Yeah, fly above the
Mastering
airport
an
is
aircraft
complete,
challenging.
and
When you see
he's
yourself
telling
getting better
it's
and
challenging.
better,
You still
it's a
look
great
getting
feeling.
better and better.
We'd be
It's
glad to
a
see
great
you in
feeling.
our flight school.
Glad to see you in our flight.
I hope you
Hope you
enjoyed the
enjoyed the
flight.
flight. Let's
Let's
head
head back
back.
to the
Oh,
ground
so we are
now.
going to ground again. It was a short flight, short and sweet. I would say mission success, and we are back to the ground. That was short. I was thinking if we could land,
This might be the
but
first
yeah,
chapter
that was
in
not
your
the
pilot's
case.
journey. If you wanna
Anyway,
embark on it.
I'm
Let's
glad
catch
we
up at our
flew
headquarters.
together. My first chapter in your pilot's journey. Okay, what's next now? You seemed comfortable out there. I'm sure you'll get PPL in no time. That's an impressive comment. That will motivate me for sure. Let's click next. Okay. Why it's not working? Why the console sometimes behave weirdly? I don't know. My control was not working. Now it
There's
is.
a
Laptop in the office
shows
that shows all the
certification
certifications information you'll need for the PPL exam.
Take a look.
Yeah, okay, so the PPL, we are gonna jump on it directly. Certifications, and if I talk about my flight experience, first
Here you can see
flight
all the
in the
different
start, I don't know
certifications you can
why
master throughout your
I
career.
was just drifting towards the left side. What was the reason? I'm
first step
still
is to work
confused
towards
about
your
it,
private
because
pilot
I
license.
didn't touch the yoke. Was it because of some settings, or was it because of the air or something? I don't know. Well, the airspeed was just 7 kds as he told in the start. But let's leave that behind and concentrate on our PPL. So this is our first assignment or mission, you can say, to get the private pilot license and take the exam for 2000 CR. What does CR stand for? Is it credits, or it's something else, or the MSFS currency? I don't know. Please put it in the comment section if you know. And here on the left side you have training modules: sim controls, aircraft essentials, attitude, pitch, turns, rolls. So basic training I am seeing here, power settings, which we did in 2020 as well in the training module itself. But now in the career mode you are getting a training module: landing, yoke management, landing, downwind, first solo flight finally. But it's not mandatory to take the trainings. If you want to take the exam directly, then You can do it, but I am gonna take the training for you guys because I just want to get fully immersed in the experience. We'll get the basics of the aircraft. I hope it's something different from 2020 because I did it in 2020. So I'm gonna start with a couple of trainings today. If you want me to continue trainings, then it will take time. It will take a couple of episodes. So if you want me to continue training, then put in the comment section. I'll do it. If you don't want me to do the trainings first, then I'll just directly jump on the exam. I'll do in the background the trainings, and I'll just directly jump on the exams and try to pass it. That depends on you. I'm gonna do a couple of trainings in this episode, and for the next episode you can advise me how to go ahead. So let's jump on our first training, which is sim controls. Welcome to the hadith of the video segment, and today's hadith is: the search of knowledge is an obligation laid on every Muslim. May Allah grant us ease and guide us to the right path. That's it for this segment. Now let's go back to the career mode. Extremely sorry guys, I just totally forgot to show you the settings that I did to resolve the issue. Basically what I did, I just went to the settings, did a hard reset of all the settings, and just go to general and then click on each tab under general, and just do the same for everything: general, assistance, controls, accessibility, everything. Along with it, I tried the method that was given in the comment section to go to general settings, then go to flight interface, and then switch off this aerodynamic visualization CFD. Just turn this off. I did this one, and I just did a reset of everything. Two methods I tried, so if you are also facing the same issue, then you can try these two methods. I just did a reset because I was so keen in resolving the issue. That's why I just did a reset, and along with it I just tried the CFD method also. So that's it for the resolution. Now let's start our first training. Alright guys, so our first training module is sim controls, which looks to be a very basic camera and toolbar interaction module. I don't think so there is any need to include this in the episode. This is very basic. We all know what it is, and it's not something related to the aircraft or what is it, aircraft or aviation, something interesting. So that's why I'm going to skip this one and jump directly on our second module, which is aircraft essentials. Here we go. This looks interesting. So I think we are gonna jump in the cockpit, or we are already in the cockpit. Let's start this quickly and see what we get in the module. It's struggling a lot, my PC, man. Although the my PC specs are good, but MSFS 2024 makes 4090 struggles, so I don't stand anywhere near that. It's loaded finally. Congratulations. So our instructor says, let's go get familiar with the aircraft. That's now 172. In front of you is the yoke. Oh man. Again, it's very basic, but let's go through it. I think some viewers may find this interesting. It's very basic. Yeah, so she's gonna guide us about the yokes, the ailerons, the everything, like basic physical structure of the aircraft. Let's see what she says. If I find anything interesting in here, I'll be helpful, and information wise this can be good for us. We may get some information which we are not aware of till now, so let's go through it. Let's see what she says.
Okay.
So now we are checking the ailerons, I think.
Now, the difference between the yoke and a steering wheel is you can pull
Okay,
or push on
so
the yoke.
we are gonna check
This controls
elevator.
the elevator at
So
the back of the
elevator
aircraft to make
is
it climb
controlled
or
by
descend.
the yoke.
Look at the horizontal stabilizer while you pull on the yoke. You can see how it affects
Okay.
the elevator.
Elevator, I'm pulling and pushing the yoke. So let's get the good angle first and see what is the effect. Yeah, you can see the effect of pull and push. So good lesson is elevators are controlled by the yoke. Just note it down.
They steer the aircraft.
The upper part of
downdraft.
pedals also
The
control
upper
your
part of the
brakes.
pedals also
Okay.
control your brakes. In the air, they control the rudder at the end of the vertical stabilizer to yaw
Okay.
the aircraft. This is mostly for small corrections.
Got it.
for coordinating turns or compensating for a plane's tendency to pull left during takeoffs and climbs.
Okay, so that's how you
Look
compensate
at the vertical tail
the
while
left
operating
or
the
right
pedals
turn
to
of
see the
plane.
effect on the rudder.
Look at the vertical tail by using R. Okay, vertical tail, we have
Great.
observed it. So it's controlled by the pedals.
Last but not least, the throttle
Ah,
is
finally,
located near the center of
finally.
the cockpit.
I think throttle. I think
Pushing forward will
in which we
increase
all are
power.
interested.
Pulling
Pulling
back
back
will
will
decrease power.
decrease the power and pushing will increase the power for
First,
sure.
look
So
at the
let's push it.
throttle and select
He has
it.
not told us to push it, but we are doing it out of
Keep it selected and push it forward to
curiosity.
increase power.
I struggle a lot with some
Power
words
is
to pronounce
increased.
them.
Now pull it back
I
to
hope
decrease
you
power.
guys can understand. Okay, pull. So now she is telling us to pull and push the yoke, which we have done already. We are smarter than our instructor.
Power is decreased.
For
we'll
focusing
do
on
the
it, please
same
select the
without
throttle.
focusing
Okay,
on it.
now she's
Deselect the throttle.
telling us to do it without focusing on it. Just do it through the controller by pressing A.
Look
And
away from
B.
the throttle and increase
I have
power.
increased the power. I think I'm too fast to learn these things. Hold A and now hold B
Set your throttle to
to
idle.
throttle, to idle the throttle. Okay,
Excellent.
great. We are a quick learner, I believe. That was very basic again. We are still now in the air.
When the engine is on, you'll be able to see
Okay,
the
so
power
this is some
change on
useful
your
information.
RPM
Let's
indicator.
concentrate, guys. The funny part is over. Now we are seeing the
You'll find it on
RPM
your
indicator,
PFD screen in the
which
top
can
left
be
corner.
useful for us. Let's zoom it in. Yeah. Why is this oil press? Can I ask questions? Do I have that option? What is why is that oil press blinking?
This tells you how fast
Okay.
the engine is spinning in hundreds of revolutions
Okay,
per minute.
thousands of revolutions per minute. Got it. What is this oil press? I try to just click it.
Next, take a look at your current speed on the
Airspeed indicator is the current speed. Yeah,
It's on the left on
current
your
speed is
PFD
there.
screen.
They are highlighting it with blue box. You can see. I know it already, but for those who need a very basic understanding of the aircraft, it will be helpful for them. I think very less number of those people are watching my video anyway.
To check your altitude, look to the
That's
LTM.
why I'm saying if you want me
It's
to
on the right
continue
on
with
your
the
PFD screen.
training modules first, just put in the comment section.
Not all
Otherwise,
aircraft
I'll
have
skip it.
integrated
I'll just
screens with
directly
all
take
this
the
information.
PPL.
A lot of them rely on analog
Again, I think
instruments.
it's like the same we did in
You can find the
2020 training
analog versions of
module.
the airspeed indicator
I don't
and
think
the
any
altimeter just
difference is
above the
there.
throttle.
But yeah, you guys put in the comment section. I'll
They are
act
respectively on the
accordingly.
left and right.
Oh, okay. So this is the what do you say analog. That was digital.
Analog
Now the
altimeter
same
has
is here
three
in
hands similar
analog
to a
form.
clock.
If you don't know the
For
difference
long,
between
hit
digital
pointer
and
indicates
analog, I
100
think
foot
you
intervals.
might have
The
not
short
taken
thick
your
one
physics
is
classes
1,000 foot
seriously.
intervals, and the long, thick
Just
one
search it.
counts
Just search it on
10,000
Google. You'll
foot
get it.
intervals.
I'm not a physics teacher.
That's all for today. Next time, we'll see how
Okay,
people
so
in
for the
air.
next lesson, we are gonna go in the air. I'm very excited for that. But I think this video is already very long, and I don't want to do experiments with my content. So if you are putting in the comment section that you need the all the training modules, then I'll surely get it in the video. Otherwise, I'll just directly take the PPL. Attitude, pitch, we are in the air for the next lesson. But we'll stop here, guys. That's it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. I showed you the resolution. We just took some trainings. We got to our first fly. It was very interesting, although I was struggling a bit with my controls, but believe me, I'll try to get familiar with the controls. I don't know what was happening. So if you know something, I did some mistakes, then please put it in the comment section. I'll try to correct it. I'm not a perfect pilot, so I'm in learning phase. Please guide me. It will be really appreciated. That's it for this video. Hope you have liked it. Hope you have subscribed the channel. Thank you very much for joining in. Bye bye. Take care. See you in the next one.